Oh, yeah. See, we plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl, explain it to me.
Anyway, movie news. This is more tragic than that. So there was a slight drop in percentage of the billions of dollars at the box office. Yeah. The box office brought in slightly less money this year than it did the previous year. Well, we there was not a whole lot of great movies this year. In fact, the box office sucked so fucking consistently that people were afraid to go out and see movies that they didn't recognize. They made the studios right. Like they made it impossible for a natural story, a non-IP, non-franchise story to be made. No one wanted to go see it. It didn't stand a chance in hell because everyone was terrified because of how terrible all the movies were this year. Like if it wasn't a Disney flick, you were almost out. It sucked. So
I can't remember what the hell I saw this year. Besides Nosferatu, that my wife just took me to earlier this week, and that's it.
I only went and saw Frozen Empire. That was it.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, I saw Frozen Empire and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And Moana 2. And that was it. And I don't know if Moana 2 counts because I saw it this week.
Mm-hmm.
God, Dune 2, Terrifier 3, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I saw Nosferatu in theaters. I think that's about all I saw in theaters this year.
So none of us saw anything that wasn't
memorable
from something pre-existing.
Yeah.
Well, there was excitement for some other movies, but they all turned out to be complete and utter failures. Like I wanted to see The Crow, and boy, that turned out to be a complete goddamn shit show.
I was glad I didn't waste money on that.
I wanted to see Ballerina. That got bumped to next year, thank God. So hopefully the work and time that they're spending on it now will turn out for the best next year.
Yeah. The other thing I could say memorable, I mean, Frozen Empire was good, but wasn't outstanding, but Deadpool, Wolverine, and then
Ghostbusters, I did see that one, yeah.
And then
Deadpool, Wolverine.
Nosferatu, which I just caught right at the end of the year. So, or right at the beginning of the year. I can't remember what night we watched this.
What'd you think of it?
I loved it, and Mason, my wife, loved it, which I was kind of worried because how long it was.
Right.
She gets bored of movies like that, or the storyline drags too long. But she's like, I love that movie. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'm glad you loved that one. So,
well, I got insisted by my wife that, and like, because I've never seen a movie literally on Christmas Day, and her idea was, well, you want to see Nosferatu? I'll go see it if we can at least watch the original before we go, the 1922 FW Renown. And we watched that, and she's like, make sure you get a ticket for my mom and for, you know, my father-in-law. But he didn't really want to go. He wanted to stay and watch Netflix football. You know, we told this story a couple of weeks ago, but like he didn't want to go, but my mother-in-law and my wife wanted to go see it. So I took them to it. They both really loved it and enjoyed it. And I'm like, hell. I had a feeling my mother-in-law would like it, but I had no idea Amy would enjoy it as much as she did. Although she does prefer the original, actually.
Yeah.
Between the two. What took it down a notch for her was the Vlad mustache, modeling it after the original Vlad the Impaler and Dracula. She felt like that was a little too weird for her. I'm like, I knew what they were doing with the second I saw the mustache. I'm like, oh, they're going original Dracula style instead of
kind of giving a nod to it. So
yeah,
I like it.
I love it. I can't wait for the Blu-ray. So
yeah, or even in 4K.
Hell yeah. I mean, they just started announcing that it's going to get released. They haven't given it a release date yet.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see it. Like everybody whose opinion that I respect really likes it. So I'm like, hooray, cool.
At the minimum, it's very likable. It's a very good watch. the range on is it awesome to you might be a little bit different. But
Yeah.
at the minimum, I think you'd at least like it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's good enough for me when it comes to a horror film. Like, I don't have to love it, but I'll at least like it. Like Mary Riley. I like that movie. I don't care what anybody says. I like it.
Well, then maybe we could get you to watch The Flash. No, I'm kidding. I just lost him.
Oh, I would not push that on anybody.
For a second, I hoped you said The Flesh, and then I was like, no, he really said The Flash. All right.
Well, there is a movie called Flesh for Frankenstein. So
Mhm.
Isn't forcing somebody to watch The Flash like a violation of the Geneva Conventions? You know, cruel
the
and
morality
unusual punishment?
statutes from Demolition Man. That's
Oh,
also
God.
what they do.
Yeah.
It's like that scene in Small Soldiers where they start playing the Spice
Yeah.
Girls as
Oh,
psychological
God.
warfare.
I forgot about that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to.
Damn, forgot all about that.
I need to see that movie again.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
Oh,
I hated that when it came out.
I didn't like it when it came out either, but a few years later, I watched it another time and gave it another chance, and I'm like, you know what? That actually works for me.
Yeah, it took me a couple times watching it. Then I was like, oh, this is really damn good.
I thought it was going to be like a G.I. Joe's come to life and fighting, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this is going to be
That's what
cool.
we all thought it was going to be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when it wasn't, I was like, this is,
No.
I don't like this. Never mind.
Well, that just reminds me of the G.I. Joe movie, 2 live action ones we did get. We thought we were getting a live action G.I. Joe, and we're still waiting on it.
Wait, they did those?
The second one wasn't so bad.
I didn't like
Yeah.
any of them. And I even watched Snake Eyes, and I didn't like that either.
Yeah, I bet
I
that's
didn't-
on my burner to watch, the back burner to watch a Snake Eyes. I have just, I can't get around to it.
It's okay.
If you dub the rock climbing fight, you know, where they're battling all the ninjas
Mhm.
as they're climbing up the side of the rocks. If you dub that over to the song "You Had a Bad Day," it's fucking awesome.
I've seen that. That's pretty good.
Like it made me like start to weep in the theater when I was watching it because all I could think of was that song. You had a bad day. Shit. All right. So let's see.
Well,
What's
hopefully,
going on
the
for
next
the movie?
2025 box office can turn around a little bit better. Deadpool wasn't enough to save it. So.
Yeah.
Deadpool was the number 3 best movie of the year. I think it was Screen Rant called it or something.
And Wick is like
I don't
at
know,
the
it was
top of the list. It's rolling in money right now. So
Well,
Yeah.
Better movies.
because
I don't
everyone
know.
knows it's
I
green
want to
all
see
over.
Wicked, but the last time I went to go see a musical, really expecting to like it, it was Phantom of the Opera, and I hated it. Hated it.
I like Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Yeah,
I
see,
loved it, but
I didn't see it.
I'm not a big fan
Sweeney
of
Todd.
musicals.
yeah.
I mean, I've seen a couple live. I saw Avenue Q and Evil Dead the musical.
Oh,
when
you
they were
actually
at
saw that? Okay.
Yeah, it was at the San Jose stage like 6-7 years ago. My in-laws got us tickets, and
Nice.
holy fucking shit, that was good.
Cool.
I was
Nice.
pissed because I had to do a wedding the night that was in a town an hour away from me, and I was just like,
Ooh,
fuck. I
Oh,
was so
yeah.
pissed. It was that weekend, and yeah, I couldn't make it. I was so mad. I had to work
It's-
Friday night, Saturday night, and I'm like,
it was really good.
ah.
I mean, I've got a couple of songs from that in my playlist now. The one that yeah, what the fuck was that? Great fucking song.
Wow.
What the fuck was that? Your sister is turned into a zombie.
that sounds
Bruce
so very
Willis.
close to "Shut Your Fucking Face, Uncle
A fucker.
Fucker."
Same
You're
kind of
fucking
guy.
ass licking Uncle Fucker.
It just sounds so very similar in its tempo. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot different,
Mhm.
but
What the fuck was that, Uncle Fucker?
see, that's a mashup I need now.
That's true. That's true.
Sorry.
No apologies on this show. If you offend somebody,
Nope.
that's the way it goes.
Oh, I like.
I'll
Idaho
offend somebody
Nights.
soon enough anyway. So
No.
I like Jesus Christ Superstar too.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that one.
I
Huh.
remember my folks having the soundtrack on vinyl when I was a kid.
Oh wow.
They do that locally at a couple of different places where they do plays in the area. Quite a bit. Like I see it every year advertised.
Okay.
I think it
So
was
it's
the
still
year
floating.
after you graduated, Chad. But Mr. Cox got me like going on a long Andrew Lloyd Webber phase, and it went on for way too long. God, I liked Broadway a lot, but it's like the older I got, I don't know if it was like the grumpier I got, or the just I don't know. They just weren't as good. But I think it was
Captain Grumpy over there.
Jekyll and Hyde. Once I saw Jekyll and Hyde, and I saw like 5 people get at the beginning of the second act, like within minutes, he kills like 5 people, and it's like that was so cool on stage, and I've never seen anything else like that. So I'm just kind of like, well, fuck it. They couldn't top a musical like that for me. So,
No.
and again, they really fucked up the Phantom of the Opera movie. Hated it.
I'll take your word for it. Never saw it.
Yeah, me either.
It was okay. I watched it twice.
So I
Well,
saved myself an hour and a half to 2 hours of a musical. Nice, I win.
I win.
Winning.
Rocky Horror bust. God damn it.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror rules.
That's a musical.
So
You can't even call it musical.
one of my best friends and I, we went to go see oh god, we watched it live. We watched a live screening of it rather. And then goodness, I can't think of his name. The gentleman that plays Brad. We got to sit and watch a live Q&A with him. And that was entertaining as hell. And it was also really hard, not like the Misty in the back of my head going, Megaforce was cool. Love that flick too.
Megaforce does rule.
Yeah.
A couple of friends of
All
mine,
right.
Julie and Doug, they're big into the Rocky Horror community, like in the Bay Area. So I mean, I'll see pictures up on their Facebook of them in like full costume when they're going to the theater.
They're still in the Shadowcast, I think.
Yeah, I think they're in the Shadowcast.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have a fucking blast.
Yeah.
They had costume contests. This was at our local casino, and it was a pretty big event. And like, whew. Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you for watching this clip from our Dead Wire live streams every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Did you like this clip? If so, please make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe to this video. Stay tuned to all of our video content. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.